Hi guys, so I was going to vlog yesterday, but sorry. Yesterday was a little bit of an awkward date for me just for the fact that it's the anniversary of my dad's death, and so the 26th of December is always a little difficult. I don't know why, because it's been probably 9 years now, but it just ends up being a little bit difficult. So, anyways, my best friend and I were talking, and I have been wanting a Starbucks holiday drink for like ever because I didn't allow myself one, and then, well, and they didn't come out until after our big hospital kerfluffle and everything, so then I couldn't afford to have one. So, anyways, my Starbucks account was empty. Empty. And it's not usually ever empty, but there's at least usually $6 in there so I can get something. But anyways, it's been empty, so she hooked this girl up, and I'm so excited. I was so excited that I didn't actually remember to change it to non-fat milk instead of whatever milk. I'm assuming it's like 2% that they usually put it in, or put in it. So this sucker here is 19 smart points. That leaves me with 11 left for the day, and I was really planning on being good today, but apparently I'm really good at being bad. But anyways, so I'm gonna enjoy this for my bestie. Thank you so much. She knows I love her more than my gym socks, and she knows that I love her more than even if she didn't give me Starbucks. But anyways, best friends roll around not very often, I've found, and unfortunately mine lives in Chicago and I live all the way in Washington, so, you know, we don't ever, like, get to see each other. We saw each other twice in 1 year, amazingly enough. It was the first time we actually met on Instagram, and she used to live in Seattle, so she was actually planning a trip with her husband back to Seattle to visit friends, and they drove all the way over here to visit me. That's the first time that we met, and I made them lunch, and we had halibut fish tacos, I believe. And anyways, it was super fun. And then we went to another friend at the time. She was going through some rough times, and her husband called and said, hey, do you guys want to fly to Texas? And so he actually flew my whole family, which is not small, there's 6 of us, and her and her husband from Chicago to Texas to visit our other friend and try to bring her spirits up. And so we got to spend a week together in Texas, or 4 days or something. I don't know. It was a great time. So we've only actually seen each other twice, and I mean, other than FaceTime or talking or whatever, but anyways, we're still besties. I mean, they just roll around not very often, and sometimes you just find your people, and they happen to live far away. But anyways, yes, so 19 points. It is gonna be 9 o'clock in about 20 minutes, so I am desperately holding my breath that my mother actually gets her check cashed so I can put the money that she owes me in my account, because she borrowed money from me, kind of in a way, over Christmas time, and now my electricity bill may bounce if it doesn't get in there before they decide to take it out. So I am like on pins and needles until she goes and deposits her check and gets me my cash so I can go deposit that into the bank. I know, probably too much information. And then great old Aunt Flo decided to come through and stay. I don't know why, because I just had the depot done like a couple of weeks ago, but it's my first time back on depot in like a couple of years. So anyways, and I was also going to maybe take a picture and show you guys the changing faces of me, because I actually found 2 of my old driver's licenses, and then I have, of course, I have my new one. It's just funny because in one of them I think I look fantastic, which is probably when I was down at 155. And then one, I look horrendous. That was closer to maybe 350 before I hit topped off at 400. And then this other one, I believe I was 250 or something like that in the current one. And the current one doesn't expire until like the next year, I think, or the year after that. But anyways, should I get looking all fantastic and beautiful in those couple years, I might get mine done early over again. Sounds stupid, but I might. So yeah, that's a lot about nothing, but I don't have a whole lot because again, I only have 11 points left after this. I did buy those chicken cilantro wonton things at Costco because we had a Costco card. And we bought a lot of meat yesterday, but I bought those for myself because I've really been just enjoying having broth and that, and then of course my chili paste. And of course I can always get some like cabbage and throw in there and carrots and stuff, so, and ginger, and make a little soup. So a very low calorie soup. I have carrots, I have squash in the refrigerator that are cooked. I need to use those up, so I think that's probably going to be what I'm going to be eating today. Oh, the Instapot. Let's talk about the Instapot. My mother-in-law had an Instapot. She didn't love it. She acted like she didn't really care for it. Oh my gosh. I love the thing. I'm going to have to, like, ask the birthday fairy for that for Christmas because, or not for Christmas, but for my birthday in July because I love it. It's so fantastic. And there's so many times that I walk out of my house and go to the gym or something and forget that I haven't started dinner in the crock pot because I do a lot of crock pot dinners. But I mean, to be able to cook a chicken breast or 2 chicken breasts in like 8 to 12 minutes, I mean, that's fantastic. We did crack chicken last night and I used the lower fat cream cheese, and I didn't have any lower fat white cheese, so I just used regular. But even with all the servings that we ended up having, because we ate, I think, 2, 4, there's like 10 servings that got eaten last night, and there's still a huge bowl, so I would imagine there's at least 16 to 18 servings in there because I did a double batch. It was only like 6 points, even with the full fatted cheese. So can you imagine if I would have used the lower fatted cheese? So anyways, super good. I would recommend looking it up if you haven't tried it. And I'm not a huge chicken fan. I really am not, but it was so good. I even I've tried the buffalo chicken, I just can't. I might actually try it in the Instapot and see if it actually infuses it a little bit different than the crock pot. But anyways, if I keep on talking, there's not gonna be time for anything else. And again, I might just insert pictures and hopefully I actually get this one up because things are insane. And my poor little Poochie, yesterday, you know how I have said this whole time he hasn't actually acted sick? Yesterday when we were at Costco, he looked sick. He looked like he was going to Ralph everywhere. He looked pale and he just did not look good at all. So when we got him home, we fed him something, but he'd had breakfast. I mean, he'd had whatever, and I didn't think giving him pizza and soda was a great idea, but he ate it, and he actually slowed down, which again, like I said, through this whole thing, he should have been fatigued and lethargic and everything, but he wasn't. And so I don't know exactly what was going on there, but he seems to feel a little bit better today, so I'm glad about that, even though, you know, having this psychotic whirlwind running around my house is just not my favorite thing all the time. But anyways, that's life, and I hope everything's going great with you guys. I am happy that Christmas is over. I mean, I never thought I would ever say that because Christmas is my season. It's my time. It's usually a time that we don't have to worry about finances and stuff like that. But unfortunately, this has not been my Christmas year, and I'm glad it's over with, and I'm ready for the new year and to just be okay. And I stayed on Weight Watchers for a full freaking year. I mean, come on now. I have done fantastic, lost 60 pounds in a year. I could have probably done better, but I've had my moments. But I mean, it's wonderful to be starting a new year and not having to do the same old, you know, resolution of, oh, I'm gonna lose weight this year, you know? And to have already lost 60 and have like 40 more to go, I'm excited. I'm so excited. So here's my happy vlog. If anybody ever, you know, since I'm usually not happy, peppy, you know, excited, but this is my happy, peppy, excited vlog. Again, most likely now that it's been 10 minutes, and if you're still with me, great job. I'll probably insert pictures of what I've eaten. Thanks.
Okay, so like I said, I've been really good at being really bad. I ate one of those baklavas. The one with the pecans and the honey, and oh my gosh, so good. Counted as 5 smart points. I will do the actual math later because it does have the math on the back. It says there's 8 servings and there's a lot more than 8 pieces in there. So anyways, I'm counting it as 5 points. And my lunch, hold on. And this is my lunch. This is 3 smart points. I've got low reduced sodium chicken broth and the chicken cilantro wonton things from Costco. And for 7 of them, it was 2 smart points and the broth was 1. And then of course I'm gonna add some of this to make it a little bit more flavorful. I added some Bragg's liquid aminos. So my lunch will be 3 points.
Okay, so I really meant to be good today, but the AF is kicking my butt, and honestly the baklava kicked my butt also, and I soothed myself with food, and I'm not happy, proud, or anything else about that. The disrespect of one of my children is really just getting to me, and it's driving me nuts, and I don't understand why it's the way it is. I just understand that it is not changing no matter how many talks you have with the child, and he's not stupid. He understands English. Last time I checked, it's his first language, and I'm just a little bit frustrated by it. I mean, just silly things, but they keep on getting done. I mean, I have to hide my butcher knives underneath my bed now. So, like, if we want to cut a piece of meat, we have to come up to the bedroom and get a knife because they're not safe downstairs because he hoards them in his room. Anyways, so needless to say, baklava, yeah, I'm probably way over in points. Dinner, I am making, and in the Instapot, I am making pork carnitas. And the recipe I used was not the Skinny Taste one, but it's very close to it, so that's what I'm going to have, and it's 3 smart points a piece for half of a cup. I don't know if I'll have a tortilla or not, but I will have one of the mini holy guacamoles. I don't know how many points that is, but I'm going to have it, and I'm going to be done with the day. Sorry if this was not inspirational at all, because I was too excited when I went and ordered my Starbucks this morning that I didn't realize that I didn't get non-fat milk. I mean, that would have helped a little bit, but 19 points. I usually don't drink 19-point drinks, ever. But anyways, that's that. And that's my day. So I hope you guys are doing well, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow for a much better day, hopefully.